As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to explain why I chose calisthenics over some other form of discipline. I'm going to explain why calisthenics is for me over weightlifting. So before I get into it, I have not left weightlifting completely. I still use it to focus on the weak parts of my body. So I chose calisthenics over weightlifting because, for one, I wanted to stand out and develop my body in a more natural way. I feel like when you do a lot of weightlifting, you become imbalanced. I feel like when you do bodyweight training, when you do dips, pull-ups, or push-ups, you equally hit everything, and it all proportionally gets bigger together. So I don't feel like this. I feel like I'm well proportioned out for the most part. I just feel like my biceps need to get a little bit bigger. That's about it. That was one of the reasons why I chose calisthenics over weightlifting. Reason number two is weightlifting just became boring to me. Just doing rows and bench press. Like, I could rep out on the bench and do rows, but I just didn't feel the challenge. And going heavy to me, it just wasn't my training style. So I decided to do calisthenics because all I had to do was just change the angle of a pulling motion or a pushing motion, and the challenge was there. Just a little tweak, and I could use my own body weight at any time. I am naturally a skinnier person and also very lean. For example, I've had this six-pack. I don't even train my abs anymore. And I've had this since I was 15 from doing basketball drills, playing defense, doing all that stuff. I also like to climb trees. Thus you can get a feeling that I'm more of a use my body type of person than let me use something externally to develop my physique. So my goals this year for calisthenics is to master the front lever, to master the planche, lean in and just hold that for a good 5 seconds, and do the handstand push-up. Out of those three, I am almost close to learning the front lever. The handstand push-up, they're equally tied, but my planche is kind of lacking due to my weaker shoulders and chest. I think calisthenics is the best form of training because if you can master calisthenics, you become in a special group. You have now entered a special group of people who have mastered their body weight and move ways that average people don't move. And not only that, you get a pretty good physique, and you get superhuman strength. For example, you do a lot of push-ups, dips, pull-ups, and you train your static moves. You'll get a physique that reflects your skill and strength. So in a few months, when I master these moves, my physique will be better, and you will feel the difference. Also, not everybody can just replicate what you do. Anybody, even if some person that doesn't even train every day, if you're doing bench and they're 30 pounds heavier than you, there's a good chance that they'll outbench you. But on the other hand, if you were to do a front lever, even if the person is lighter than you or heavier than you, they won't be able to replicate your hard work that you've done over the past months or years. Okay? So for weights, people can replicate you even if they don't train. Calisthenics, people just can't replicate off the bat unless they've had a background in gymnastics or have been strength training and done multiple different types of disciplines throughout the whole years. You need to train specifically for calisthenics, and it requires consistency to develop that neuromuscular strength to perform those gymnastic type of moves like the lever, the muscle up, the planche, and the dip, advanced dips, all of that. If you don't think calisthenics can build you a good physique, I disagree. We got abs, we got a solid chest. You can see some of the muscles on our arms, back, hollow, retracting. And you get strong. And that's all all I have to say. I suggest you do calisthenics and get to work.